Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is a Sunday afternoon. I have been on the lawnmower most of the day. You'll hear some wind noise. Sorry about that. Now, the garden spot has not been cut and took care of in a few years now, so that's why it took so long. Still have to clean out the raised beds. I got cut around them where I can get to them anyway. Now, let's see, I took off yesterday, Saturday. I actually went up into the woods, riding around, visited a friend of mine for a few hours. Very relaxing day. When I left there, I went on not a walkabout, I went on a drive about. Just rode around through the national forest a little bit, looking around. Between here and there, I was shocked at the number of houses and subdivisions that are going in. A place that we used to hunt, right around the woods, raise cane, all that kind of stuff. And gonna plant this year. I normally never have to spray, kill the grass, but this year I'm gonna have to, if the wind will ever stop blowing. So I don't want to overspray to get everything else. Pear trees are blooming out really nice. Those make nice pears every year. Those blueberries there are doing good, looks like. And the wild blueberries and huckleberries down in the woods there are doing really well. Made a little walk down through there today too, to make sure there's no homeless camp down there, because you can't see it from the house, the back of the property. Everything looks fine, nothing back there. Been watching some prepper channels and a little bit of news here and there, and I don't know whether to be scared or not, folks. I know the food shortage thing is coming. I believe that. That's why I'm going to plant this year, try to help out with that. But I'm more concerned with the politicians. Now that's why I'm going to title this video, "Do Not Tinkle on My Leg and Tell Me It's Raining and Expect Me to Believe It." Some of the so-called, whatever they are, congressmen, senators, whatever they are, whatever they're playing to be, are suggesting that maybe we shouldn't have midterm elections because there is a paper shortage and they won't be able to print enough ballots on the proper paper. That's what I mean by don't tinkle on my leg and tell me it's raining. Do they believe us to believe? Do they think we're going to believe that? That is one of the most outrageous things I've ever heard in my life. And they're saying if we do have midterm elections, they want it to be digital, even to the point we're doing it on your cell phone. And we know exactly what's going to happen with that. Now, us normal people, middle class people, poor people, you know, y'all, me, y'all. A lot of people, we're at our breaking point with this crap, folks. I mean, enough is enough. It's very obvious that there's a feeble old man in there that cannot and is not able to run this country. And for some of you new folks, I don't get political and opinionated a whole lot on this channel, but I think it's time to say something. Please tell me, somebody please tell me and convince me that there is a plan to handle what may happen here in the next week or so, or a month or so. Somebody tell me. There's got to be a plan from the so-called leadership. I don't get it. I don't know. I'm concerned about it. And I don't know what to think. I know we can only control what we can control. We can be prepared as we can be, which we are around here pretty much. We got food, we got water, we have access to get more food if we've got to have it. And I tell you, I don't know. So look at these huckleberries here. Little tiny ones just starting to come on. And there's probably 100 between here and the property line. That's huckleberries. This is wild blueberries here. These will get bigger. And they're blooming. They'll start putting on a few berries. These never have many on there, but this is more huckleberries here. Now these are all volunteers. I didn't plant none of these. I didn't plant anything back here. 38 years ago, this was flat, bare, desolate, nothing. I did plant that magnolia tree years and years back, and it got blew over, broke off at the ground, and it's grown back up. And like I said, I did me a little walk back here. There's no sign of nobody being back here. There's a fence back there. Pardon me, that I built years ago. Still there. That's my clearing right there. At some point in time, if I'm ever able to, I'm going to put a little camp there, like a little campsite for the kids. Anyway, I just want to check in with everybody. I am continuing to work on knives. Got a couple more ordered I need to get done, and we'll start back on those tomorrow morning. And tomorrow afternoon, y'all don't look at my junk pile here. That hole there at one time was going to be my catfish pond, but that's a long story I won't go into. But now it's where we put tree limbs and anything that'll rot down in there. Anyway, just want to check in. All the grandkids have been out in the yard today doing what kids are supposed to do, playing and running. They're still out there, some of them. But we will get on some homesteading type stuff here in the next week or so. So get these raised beds cleaned out. Get all this grass sprayed and killed. I know you're not supposed to spray chemicals on your grass to kill it for the garden. But at this point, you got to do what you got to do to grow something. And I cannot fight the grass. It took me a day to get all this cleared out and cut. So we have this is normally the pea patch. I have peas over here, and everything else for squash and cut down thing, greens and all over in here. I'm not going to plant okra this year. A buddy of mine does a much better job growing it than I do, and he's going to plant an extra row, and I'm going to plant some extra something, peas or whatever, and we'll trade it out or whatever. But it won't take too long to clean these out. I got to spray them with spray some ant poison in there. We've got a couple of ant beds. I'll take my snakes down. I had tomatoes in here one year, and you put these rubber snakes in there, and that helps keep the birds off for a little while. But anyway, I just wanted to voice my concern about what's going on in the world. I hope y'all are paying attention. I mean, I'm not sitting there watching it 24 hours a day, but I hate for something to kick off and not know about it too. So there's another monstrosity of a mess up there I've got to get on one of these days. And I got to move the old boat back behind the blacksmith shop here. I'm going to abandon that project, I think. But anyway, I really thank y'all for watching. I thank you for all the support. And I hope everybody pays attention. Get you some supplies stocked up. Never know what's going to happen. And I will be back in a day or two with some knife work, some garden work, or something. So I don't know, but I'll do something. Once again, thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your support. And I'll see you next time.